What's up, guys? My name's Andrew. Everyone calls me A-Train. And welcome to my second gameplay commentary video. I have been very busy as of late. Yesterday, I went to a graduation and subsequent graduation party. And along the way, I thought back to when I had my own graduation party / birthday party last year. For anyone confused, my parents had the great idea of combining both my graduation and my birthday into one party because, hey, both are in the summer anyways. The party itself was mostly just family and several of my closer friends. I only invited those several friends because they were the only friends I had at that time. Because I was never one of those quote-unquote popular kids. The one with a huge following or ones that stuck to their cliques of varying sizes. Throughout high school and throughout my whole life, really, I just kind of did my own thing. And those who liked me and the way I did things, I would consider a friend. So it's no surprise that not too many people came out to my graduation party. But the ones I did, I am truly grateful for because without those people, I honestly don't think I could have survived high school. Going to high school, I came from a different middle school than most of the peers at my elementary school had gone to. This was because I was accepted into their gifted program. And I soon figured out that I had very little work ethic. So that ended up being a total flop. So during that time in middle school, I developed little social skill and had a few bad times, but those stories will be saved for a different video. Don't worry. Going to high school, I thought that I could just meet up with some of the peers I knew from elementary school and we would just pick up where we left off. Little did I know, that's not how things work. Former friends, acquaintances, and just peers I knew had settled into their own cliques as adolescents would. Seeing that most of the kids from my middle school didn't end up at the high school that I went at, I was basically considered an outsider to a whole lot of my former peers. There was this one girl who gave me the greatest piece of advice that I could have ever taken during high school. She was in my high school freshman gym class. During gym, we were allowed to pick our own groups to do team activities and whatnot. So I decided to pick the group that contained the one person I knew from elementary school. One day, while we were walking back inside from finishing up playing soccer or something like that, I decided to walk with them, and she was visibly annoyed by my presence alone. I was still a very awkward kid at this point, so I wouldn't say I wouldn't blame her, but I would say that I understood where she was coming from. I guess that day she just had it up to here with me. You can't see where I'm raising my hand to, but you get the picture. And just slapped me across the face with this one comment. Go and get your own friends. At first I was confused by what she had said. What did she mean by my own friends? Were the people in my group not my friends? Did I not possess the ability to make new friends? Or are you just telling me to fuck off? It didn't hit me until later that I realized that what she had said or what she had implied rather, all of it was true. I was relying on past relationships I had with my friends before middle school to try and reconnect with them at high school. And as stated before, that's not how things work. I really had to go out there and make my own friends. Otherwise, I'd just be a complete hermit, outcast, whatever you want to call it, throughout high school, and that really was a reality check. I knew it wasn't going to be easy making my own friends, because this was basically the beginning of my social career. Or, not career, social, whatever you want to call it. Life. There you go. Social life. Here I was, beginning my social life several years behind everyone else around me. So I either was going to have to learn quick, or get lucky and find people who liked being around an awkward kid who didn't know how to contribute to conversations. Let's just say the latter wasn't very fruitful. The first couple of years were kind of rough. I didn't really find my niche outside of my orchestra class. Inside orchestra, I found my friends rather quickly through a game of tossing the water bottle across the room, out of all things. So, people in my orchestra class from the past, I have to thank you, because you dealt with all my being awkward and whatnot. I didn't really find my niche outside of that one class till, I would say, senior year of high school. After 2 years of grinding and trying to figure out how to socialize, I found my group. My group consisted of a few kids who enjoyed video gaming and drawing and the kind of stuff that you would associate with nerds and whatnot. But I enjoyed being around them because we had many a good laughs, and I really wish that I could go back and talk to them more, because believe it or not, everyone around you is an interesting person if you talk to them long enough. I've learned through experience that just talking to someone brings out the most interesting in them, because you don't have a lot of time to talk most of the time, so you just want to put yourself out there. And I realize that people who want to talk want a good listener, and everyone likes a good listener. That's one thing I learned through my 2 years of social grinding. That since I wasn't a good talker, I would be a good listener. Being a good listener isn't just, keeping your mouth shut and paying attention to the conversation. You have to try and contribute to this conversation, try and make it more lively. I had kind of failed at that multiple times before, and I still have trouble contributing to conversations in a lighthearted or amusing manner as most conversations would be. I'll get there. I know I will. I know I can. Throughout my life, I've just been trying to find my place in the social picture. Doing it my own way probably hasn't been the smartest idea. If I wanted to fit in, I'd just put on a happy face and act a certain way around a certain group of people until it became who I am. But that doesn't sound very appealing to me. I pride myself on doing my own thing, whether that be this activity or that activity. It really doesn't matter in the long run because everything I do is just a small part of who I am. They say actions speak louder than words, but I don't think either of those things are enough to define you. I don't think what you believe in is enough to define you. I think it's just a mix of everything that's around you, everything that you do, everything that's associated with you really does define you. I haven't found my definite definition yet, if you don't mind that redundancy. I'm still looking for who I am. I know a lot of people are too, and I don't know if I'll actually find it. But I'll make sure I'll do it my way. Thank you for watching. Have an awesome day, and I will talk to you guys later.